Ich gehöre längst nicht mehr zur Welt der Sterblichen. Ich fürchte hier nichts und niemanden. Willst du wissen, wer ich bin? Ich bin Vegeta!
Hello guys, it's the Shockwave King, and I'm back again with another video. You saw the title of it. Yes. Will Volg ever, Volg Alexander Zangief ever get a unification match in the junior lightweight? That is the question for today. Cause it's quite interesting, honestly. Cause like you think about it, it has been a while, like easily, like well, the fight happened like what, like traffic, like 900-ish, somewhere around there with Mike Elliott, and he's been a champion for a while now. And he just hasn't been doing anything else, like that we know of. We know he become the I don't know if the WBA. What is it? It's like the W. No, I think it's rather the WBA or the WBF champion, and became that, I guess, a brutalizing, traumatizing fight against Mike Elliott. It was perfect. But ever since then, Volg has just haven't been heard of, haven't really said anything. I just haven't heard anything from him. It makes me wonder, will he ever get a unification match at all? Because easily we see Volg as that light junior weight or that boxer who has struggled to get it all the way to the top and easily become an undisputed champion. Easily. In my opinion, we'd be that hard. The question is when will it happen, and will it ever happen? In my opinion, it is going to happen, but I can't confirm it's going to happen on screen or off screen, or just be mentioned inside off. Just like with Sendo currently, you expect it to be a major thing everybody wouldn't watch Sendo do. But just like Ippo versus Gonzalez, you know, you didn't see that Volg was there to watch Ippo go against Gonzalez for potentially going to fight Ricardo Martinez. So just didn't see that. But ever since the fight with Mike Elliott, Volg has just never been heard of, really, at all. He's just been chilling in New York and America, just chilling and dealing. The Russian taking over the American boxing scene, showing his prowess after being oppressed for years, being oppressed because he's in a different country, being called a Russian dog, bow wow bitch. After all that, Volg managed to push his way through, claw his way through, bite his way through to the top, no matter what. No matter the opposition, he retired temporarily, lost his money, and came back to the sport. And just all the same again, starting straight back from the beginning. And once again, instead of clawing his way back up in Japan, he had to claw his way back up in the worst country to ever claw your way back up as a foreigner, and that is America. I am sorry, you get dragged out like a dog around here. Like you see in the crowd against Mike Elliott, you will just shit talk until you beat somebody, or to just make up excuses like current day. So it just is what it is. It is what it is. I'm ready to find an answer we haven't heard of Volg at all. Because Volg should easily be heard of. Or at least something. Because like, you expect after this. I understand take Hakamura. Like, hey look, he won a championship and yesterday he got a unification. Become undisputed. No. That's not. Hakamura's not undisputed. He's in the lightweight, the middleweight class. But he is a unified champion. But with Volg, I can easily see him becoming undisputed. Because Volg doesn't have too many weaknesses at all. Even with the whole caveat, there's a difference. When Ippo kept trying to do the new dip troll against Antonio, whether he had accumulated damage or not, he got KO'd. But when Volg kept trying to go for the white fang against Mike Elliott, he was successful. But then again, Ippo and Volg are two different fighters altogether, but it shows like a different prowess of skill between the two, in my opinion. A very different one. Because Volg can easily become undisputed. He doesn't have too many weaknesses. He's a smart, technical boxer who got the hand speed, got the punching power. He's just that's the thing. Some might say before the Mike Elliott fight, you might say that the strongest point of the White Fang was the initial uppercut. Then I follow up with the chopping right. But apparently, which was proving in the Mike Elliott fight, it just the most devastating part of the White Fang is not the initial left hand at all. It's the right hand, and where it caves someone's face in. So I just find it must be the most miraculous thing about it. But I don't know, will Volg ever get a unification match or become undisputed? So I do see Volg becoming a junior lightweight undisputed champion. And if he does do this, then it wouldn't be no surprise. But the question is when, because we don't have any news clippings, we don't hear anything about it. It's just Volg became champion. That was in it. That was pretty much it. We haven't seen or heard from Volg ever since. I think, I gotta make sure. Yeah, he did fight Mike Elliott after he fought Wooly, and that's if Wooly can still be in the featherweight class when he gets older. Cause he could officially go against Volg, cause he is taller than ippo, and usually characters that are significantly taller than ippo gain more weight after they get KO'd by ippo. But he's only 17. He's a rookie. He's still whipped behind the ears. So who knows? Who knows? It has been some time since that, hasn't it? But it's just the fact that and we just haven't heard anything from Volg really. And I'm just questioning this. He should be having a unification bout, or he should be trying to attempt to become undisputed. Understand that he is champion. There is still a lot of boxing politics, especially in current day boxing, where they spend more time just praying that you lose to somebody else instead of actually fighting you. Then after you lose, they go pick up your belt. They just try to claim that you're just some type of undisputed champion. And then as you try to hunt them down, they're able to claim that you're ducking and running away. That's the thing. Mike Elliott, the way they set the whole Mike Elliott fight with Volg, to a certain degree, it's just like, oh look, they barely gave Volg any time, and it's just like you were trying to set him up for failure. Mike Elliott been watching Volg for the longest time, and Volg didn't have to take the world championship bout. I'm sure we could make a decent argument that that would be the only time Volg would actually be able to get a championship bout. Sure, you can't really deny that as a fact, but hey, it is what it is. It is what it is. The retardation of boxing politics and everything else is just it is what it is. But yeah, I've just been wondering will Volg ever get a unification match, because I do believe that Volg does have the skill, the power, the technique, the prowess, the thought against Mike Elliott. Is the most his brain had to work in the overdrive. And remember, he was undisputed in the WBA, IBS, and I think the WBC. Well, he wasn't undisputed. He was like ranked number 1 and 2 in all those 4 rankings. So he could easily get a challenge fight, or even not, since he is number 1 in most of those belts and associations. He should be lined to be a mandatory eventually. So eventually, Volg gonna have to fight another champion. And sure, people could do trying to run. Sure, people try to say this and that. But eventually, Volg is a mandatory. Eventually, because he is ranked number 1. But then again, who knows? I do hopefully believe that Volg would become undisputed. And should Volg don't have that too much significance in the story anymore, because I thought it would, since Sinnoh does have a major match happening right now, that Volg would make an appearance. But I said that for a separate video, because I find it maybe the most interesting thing overall. Let's just go back to the I discussed that in a different video altogether. But yeah, will Volg ever become undisputed? That's the question. Will he be able to do it? Because he got the skills, the prowess, and besides from the boxing politics, I don't see why he shouldn't be getting a unification match at all. Since he was ranked 1 and 2 in all the 3 major belts. Fought Mike Elliott in the short-term notice. So just, I'll let know what you guys think in the comment section below. Do you believe that Volg will become undisputed? Will you believe that Volg will pull off something no other character has done so far? And the closest person we've seen to do that is Takamura. Because the most interesting thing is, not even Ricardo Martinez is undisputed champion. Which is very strange. Because he is hailed as the, not a champion, the champion. But it's quite strange how Ricardo Martinez is not undisputed. So like, everybody keeps trying to aim for Ricardo Martinez. And my only question is, why? When there is obviously the WBA, IBF belts, and multiple different associations of world championship, why is Ricardo Martinez strictly viewed as the world champion and not the undisputed world champion? It's just like, Ricardo Martinez is the boogeyman, Ricardo Martinez this and that. There is no reason for Ricardo Martinez not to be undisputed. This man has had over 60 fights, back to back, undefeated, most of his rounds are in KOs. He got the top tier power and punching abilities. There is no reason why Ricardo Martinez should not be undisputed by now. There's no reason at all. So there's an interesting question. Why isn't Ricardo Martinez undisputed? And technically Takamura can get more belts in the same weight class, but I don't think he valued that because he's trying to get him in 6 different weight classes. It's not about the belts itself, it's about the weight classes. Which if it was about that, then why did he fight Richard Bison to become unified champion in the middleweight class? It's just another belt in the same weight class. which could lead to that whole thing of maybe Takamura really does have a detached retina and not gonna make. I truly believe that Takamura is not gonna defeat. Is not gonna conquer 6 weight classes. I love Takamura as anybody else, but I just don't see it happening. Just because it's not the Takamura himself, with what his story might go. I do believe the coach would die. Because Custom Idol died, just like for Mike Tyson, and it's just Cause look, they already been set up how his health been failing, how he literally collapsed because of a cold. There is no way the coach would not die in the future. He will, in my opinion. And Ippo will still fight after that, but he will die. But as for Volg, it would be interesting to see. We don't have to see the entire fight. It would be interesting to see him become undisputed, or see who he'll fight. Since Coach of the Week and Mike Elliott was based off of Floyd Mayweather, and it's just like, well, we didn't really see Volg's progress climb up the ladder in America, which is way more harder to do than anything else he had to do or deal with in Japan. Because one thing to have national favoritism, but since the Russians during the 90s were not seen as good people in the American public, even current day, for some reason, it's just, I'm not gonna get into that. We'll get into that. But yeah, I want to know what you guys think about Volg becoming undisputed. Do you believe that Volg has the potential, has the talent to become the undisputed champion of the junior lightweight class? I do, but it's one of those things where Sendo is basically Ippo's rival. There's nowhere else to shape it up. There's nowhere else to put it. He is Sendo's rival. Only difference is Razor Ruddock and Mike Tyson never had a fight 3, as far as I know. No, they didn't. They did not at all. So the fact that Sendo already teased it, who knows? But I don't see how Sendo could lose against Ricardo Martinez, Freddy Gonzalez. Now if he wins against Martinez, then my God, then we really have a problem. We're gonna really have a problem because that's just then I guess Sendo was serious about meeting Ippo at the top of the world, now wasn't he? Really serious. But yeah, guys, let me know your thought. What do you think Volg will become undisputed eventually? I personally do, but I don't know when it's gonna happen. I don't see why it wouldn't happen. Cause there's no flaws. There's no flaws at all. There's nothing really holding Volg back at all. So it's just, I personally believe he would become undisputed by now, but I'm not some type of specialist, so. I'd like to know what you guys about think about this whole Volg situation. I do believe that Volg will become undisputed. I'll know your comments in the comment section down below. And that's been your boy, Shockwave King, and peace.